Welcome back, guys. If you check your newsletter here, you'll notice that on Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays, you've got different exercises you can do after you do your regular warm-up. And some of those exercises are push-ups, sit-ups, leg lifts, crunches, and hard rocks. And we want to make sure that we're using proper form when we do each of these because you're going to be required to do 25 of each. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to start off with push-ups. And you can find some stuff at your house that you might have lying around. You can get just a simple ball here. I'm using the tennis ball here at the dojo. And what you can do is you can put this underneath your chest to do your push-up. So you want to make sure that your hands are shoulder width, your feet are together, and your back is straight. Common problems that I see are students will be sagging like this, and that's not a good push-up position. So you want to be here, okay? Other problems I see are students' feet might be apart, something like that. Your standard push-up, your feet are together, just like this. And your chest is going to hit the ground, and that's why the tennis ball is there. So you want to make sure that your chest hits the ground and you pop back up. And that's your proper push-up. If you're not quite there, you can go ahead and you can put your knees together. You can put your hands out. You can still keep your body straight, and you can do a push-up this way, and that's a modified push-up. It's not so many repetitions, but the form. You want to make sure your form is just right. So make sure that you use good form as you do your 25. Additionally, you can do your sit-ups. Sit-ups are done this way. Your knees are together, your feet are together like this. Your hands are over your chest. Now, I like to grab my gi. Make sure my head is up off the ground. You can keep the feet together, or you can keep the feet apart. It's not that big of a deal. But we want to make sure that we keep our body on the floor. We keep our positioning as we lift up. Here, just like this. Here. Here. Common mistakes I see are students will do things like this. And that's not correct form. You're not really building strength that way. Once again, you want to make sure that you're using proper form. If you get a bunch of repetitions that aren't high quality, you're not really helping yourself. It's better to do fewer repetitions and do it the correct way than a lot of repetitions the incorrect way. So make sure that you're using proper form on your sit-ups. Additionally, we have crunches. Now crunches work a little different. We're here, keeping the head up off the ground. We just go ahead and lean forward, just like that. And we're tightening our core, our abdominal muscles, just like this, which is very important when we're doing our katas. We can also reach to the ceiling as we do it. Or you can do a modified this way. The choice is yours. But that is your standard crunch. So that's another option if you want to get your 25 reps in there. The other stomach exercise we have are the leg lifts. And the leg lifts work just like this. We're going to take our hands and we're going to sit on those hands just like this. Our head is going to be up off the ground. We don't want to have our head just rested on the floor like this. Once we decide we're ready to do our leg lifts, we keep our feet up 6 inches off the floor. Head is up off the ground. We raise the legs up. We put them back down to 6 inches. Straight up, back down to 6. Straight up, back down to 6 inches. And of course, we do 25. Okay? So common mistakes I'll see, students will come up and they'll just put their feet down. They'll go up, they'll just put their feet down. Their head's coming down. So make sure that you avoid those common mistakes. Feet up, chest out, chin up, back straight. Our hands are supporting our lower back, up and back down, okay? Finally, the last one, which you guys are gonna find pretty challenging, are gonna be the hard rocks. Hard rocks, we're gonna hollow out our body, and you wanna make sure you do it on ground that's gonna be a little bit softer. So if you have carpet, these are gonna be great exercises. If you don't, you may wanna use a mat, or you'll have to choose some other exercises that are going to be a little bit more forgiving on your body. But if you have the right flooring, then these exercises can be done
in an area that doesn't need to be very big. So let's take a look at the challenge, which is going to be a hard rock. And a lot of gymnasts tend to use this exercise, and I can see why. It's very effective. So we're going to hollow out our body, hands up by our ears, just like this. We're going to rock back and forth, just like this. You have to get to 25, and that's your hard rock. Now, some students are not keeping that form that should look like this, and they're kind of more like that. They just look like they're kind of flipping around. So you want to make sure that to do proper form on a hard rock should look something like this. So once again, every Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, you've got your pick. You've got to do 2 of these exercises, and you've got to do 25. Once again, make sure that you're using proper form. Thanks, guys.